So now we've arrived at level 5. I've chose Miles Davis's tune-up. Of course, we're calling it turned up, because it's all 2 5s, and this is a really, really typical bebop type of progression. So 2 5 1s that move in whole steps, so they're moving down in whole steps. So this is a perfect chance to apply all these movable 2 5 1 patterns. So I've given you 5 of them, and the last one I'm calling the secret sauce. It's a little bit more modern in terms of, the millennials all love this one. Well, the old people like it too, but that's another story. Anyway, so the first one is our first movable shape. We have E minor 7, A7, D major 7, 2 5 and D major. So again, E minor 7, I find my relative major, right? So it's E minor 7, 9. I sharp the 5. Very, very, very pretty. A7, 9, sharp 11, 13. And I move up a whole step and play A major 7 over D. So that's our Lydian major chord. So I got major 7, 9, and 6 in there. Got the whole kitchen sink in there. All right. So that's pattern number 1. So the second 2 5 is D minor 7, G7, C major 7. So I'm going to use pattern number 2. Find the relative minor. So I got F major 7 over my D minor, and I'm going to move it up a minor third and make that Naima chord, the Naima chord, which maybe that's what I'll just call it from now. Give it a nice, friendly name. So I have A flat major 7 over my G, and then I move it down a half step to G major 7 over C. It's our Lydian major chord again. So pattern number 3, it's very similar. It moves up a minor, so this time with a minor 7. You move it up a minor third and down a half step. So again, I'm playing C minor 7, B flat 7, E flat. So, well, as long as I find my C minor 7, I'm cool. I hope I'm going to find that because that's my chord. And then, so I'm moving that up a minor third, E flat minor 7 over the F7. That's also a form of the Naima chord. It's an altered sus chord, right? So F7, what are we getting there? Flat 9 and flat 13. And then you move it down a half step. So pattern number 2 and number 3 are very similar. Pattern number 2, you use a major scale, up a minor third, down a half step. Pattern number 3 of your minor chord, you move it up a minor third and down a half step. So maybe that's one you can learn really, get into your playing pretty quickly. So now we have some variations. Pattern number 4, I'm going to use my minor 7, so this is cool. We got to start there. So I'm on the second chorus, I use E minor 7, obviously over E minor 7. That's a good choice. Can't go wrong with that. But this time I raise the 7th over the A. So E minor 7. So this might be a parallel to the first 2 5 pattern number 1 with the major chords, where you stay, once you find your chord, and you just move one of the notes in the chord. Voice leading at its best. E minor 7 over E minor 7. I raise the 7th, E minor major 7 over A. Again, that's our Lydian dominant or natural dominant sound. So I have sharp 11 and the 9th. I use this one a lot. It's one of my favorites. And then I'm going to move up a whole step. So I'm going to move a minor chord. This time I'm going to go back to just the regular minor. Move it up a whole step that'll be F sharp minor 7 over D. So there's our 3 chord over the 1. Turns it into D major 7, 9. Again, all these things that are true as arpeggios, they're going to sound awesome if you're looking for new ways to develop your chord voicings. This is your pathway, right? So number 5, this one's a cool one too. So in this case, I'm playing it over D minor 7, G7, C major 7. So if I play my F, again, this is one where we find the relative major on the 2. So I have a C minor 7. I'm going to play. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a D minor 7 on this one at this point in the song. Is this true? Yes, I'm telling you the truth. So I'm going to play F major 7 over D minor 7, right? Think of the relative major. Then I'm just going to make it F minor 7. This one's also a really easy one. You just think major to minor, right? So F minor 7 over G is our Naima chord. And then you move that down a half step. That's a really easy one. So major 7. So I find my relative major. F major 7 on D minor. Sorry, my bass player has to move down. G7 sus, flat 9, 13. Move that minor 7 down a half step. So I'm playing the 3 chord against the 1, E minor 7 over C, C major 7, 9, right? It's a little magical trick. Again, this would work with any voicing. If I use this one a lot, F major 7, and then I make it F minor 7, right? You know, feel free to explore that. And this last one, I call the secret sauce. This is very contemporary sound. It's based on the very first pattern. So if I have, now we're in the place in my solo, C minor 7, F7 to B flat, sorry. C minor 2, 5, 1, and B flat. So this is based on the first pattern, but we have a really new, very contemporary sound in it. So I find my relative major. So I have E flat major 7 over C. And then I make it E flat major 7 sharp 5 over the F 7. So there's my 13 sharp 11 9. And then wait till you hear this one. Woo! That's like some chocolate cayenne sauce. Woo! That chord is used really very much. If you listen to any folks like Kurt Rosenwinkel or Adam Rogers and all the youngsters, this is called B flat diminished major 7. Now, obviously, you got to play this one with intention. You are truly reharmonizing the chord at this point when you do this. But if I'm the soloist, I'm the boss, and I can make that choice. And of course, I'm going to hire a rhythm section that's going to back me up on that. So this is definitely not a bebop sound per se. They used it, but not in this way per se, where you just hang out on that. So it's a very powerful, and talk about provocative, yes. So that's why I think it's important to hear them as chord voicing, so you can hear the sound of it. And hopefully that will inspire the notes. So anyway, let's go through the track, and I'll play them as chord voicings, so you can hear them, hear their wacky beautifulness, and then I'll go through and just play through them as arpeggios type studies. So here's pattern number 1.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So major 7, sharp the 5, move it up a whole step. Second pattern, major 7, move it up a minor 3rd, down a half step. Third pattern, minor 7, up a minor 3rd, down a half step. And then here's this other little turnaround section of the part. We'll wait till we get up to the top to show the next one. So this next one, we go minor 7, minor major 7, up a whole step. This time we go major 7, minor 7, down. And here's the secret sauce. Ready for this one? Thank Vic Juris for that one also. So here we go. I'll play them melodically. Little turnaround, and then back at the top, minor to minor major 7. To minor, so that's the major to minor. Here's the secret sauce. Go. Some bebop sounds and some modern sounds for voicings and lines with the movable 2-5-1 shapes.